testable question is, how I hold the stick affect how far it goes? Okay, and my independent variable is how I would hold the stick. That's not what I want. And then how I will be changing the independent variable by my standard is 77 centimeters. Test 2 is 13 centimeters. Test 3 is 30 centimeters, and test 4 is 62 centimeters.
Why don't you get your stick and show them exactly what you did?
So I have, this one is 13 centimeters, so I hold my hand like this. This one is 30 centimeters, so I hold my hand like this. This one is 62, and then this one is the 77. This is my standard. And then my dependent variable is how far it goes. That's what we want to find out. But then my metric unit that I'll be measuring in, my dependent variable is meters, because that's how far I wanted it to go. Now my materials are my hockey stick, tape, my glove, a ball, and pencils. And then I predict the outcome to be the farther my hands are, the farther it will go. The closer my hands are, the less, well, I don't know how to say it, but the less farther it will go. And then I think the outcome will be, when I play hockey, I hold my stick in a normal position, which is 77 centimeters. The ball goes faster and further if I hold it that way. By changing the way that I hold my stick, the ball wouldn't do what it normally does. Next page. Describe your standard system. I will keep what will I keep the same throughout the experiment? Be very specific. I said where I place my hand. I didn't really get this question.
Well, what are you keeping the same the whole time so that it's a fair test?
Where I hold my hands.
Yep.
Okay, where I place my hand up top, I keep it at, I think I did this one.
Did you have a starting place so that you were measuring from the same place every time, like in your, how you were conducting your experiment?
Yeah, I always kept my left hand.
But I mean like where you stood, where you took your shot?
Yeah.
What was that?
That was a little dash on the blacktop.
Yeah, a little mark on the blacktop, right? Okay.
Should I move on to the next question?
Yep.
Okay. Number 10 is draw a picture of your standard setup. Please label where appropriate. And I said this will be my standard 77 centimeters.
Can you show Ethan so he can see?
This would be my 13 centimeters. That one. This would be my 30 centimeters, and then this would be my 62 centimeters. Okay. And then describe my standard procedure. Gather stick, ball, tape, meter stick, and pencil. And then hold stick at 77 centimeters, standard, and then shoot, and then record. Hold stick at 13 centimeters, shoot, record. Hold stick at 30 centimeters, shoot, record. Hold stick at 62, hold stick at 62, shoot, centimeters, shoot, and then record. And then for number 12,
before you move on, did you just do each test one time?
No, I did it 3 times.
Okay, then
Should I write 3?
You can add that in later, but yeah, you should be detailed, because if someone was repeating your experiment, they wouldn't know to do that. So just put a 3x there, and then you can come back and add that later.
Okay. Number 12 experimental tests. So I said my IV is how I hold the stick, and my DV is how far it goes. My standard test was 77 centimeters, and for trial 1 I got 40 meters and 40 centimeters. Trial 2 I got 14 meters and 40 centimeters. Then I got 14 meters and 20 centimeters. Then I got 20 meters and 30 centimeters. So I said reasonable outcome would be 14 centimeters. Then for test number 2 was 13 centimeters. Trial 1 was 8. Trial 2 was 8 and 9.5 centimeters. And then trial 3 was 4 centimeters. So I said 8 for the reasonable outcome. Then for test 3, I said 30 centimeters. And then I said for trial 1, 16. Trial 2, 14 meters, and then trial 3, 15 meters, so I said about 16. Reasonable outcome would be 16. And then for test 4, I have 64 centimeters. I got 15 all 3 times, so the reasonable outcome would be 15. Then for my graph, my DV is, this is my title, how I hold the stick in centimeters versus how far it goes in meters. And then I have this labeled counting by 5s up to 95, and I have this counting by 1s up to 25. And then this is my DV, how far it goes in meters. This is my IV, where I hold the stick in centimeters. And I said, what is the relationship? I said, the farther my hands go apart, the farther the shot goes. The closer my hands are, the less farther it goes.
Okay, the only thing that I noticed there is your best fit line isn't really following the dot pattern, because isn't it going this way?
Oh, I think so, but it's like...
Oh, you had one down there, so you would have a curve.
Oh, okay.
Not a straight line. So, yeah, you would want to adjust your best fit, because remember, a best fit is the line best fits the pattern of those dots.
Yeah, I just thought you could only do...
So just like, remember when we did the curved line with the pendulums? So it's going to be kind of like that, right?
Should I not include that dot?
No, you can.
What was the relationship again? I don't remember. Was it?
Hold on, I'm not done yet. Okay.
You can ask her right at the end. She'll repeat it for you.
Okay, and then that was that. Was 2 variables that might have affected the experiment. Explain how it may have affected the experiment. I said the wind. It was windy out, so that affects the length of how far the ball goes. How far the ball goes. And then for number 2, I said starting point. I had a little dash on the blacktop. I would push the ball back and shoot.
Okay, so that could have been a slight variable. Okay.
And then as a result of the finding was 2 things that you wonder. I said, why did I have one that went 8 meters and I normally have 14 meters? And then I said, why did the ball go 14 meters normally? Because I have a lot of 14s.
Okay.
And then create new testable question. And I said, how I hold the stick affect how far it goes?
Isn't that what you measured already?
Yeah, but
so your new question has to be a different experiment. So, for example, if you were wondering, which you did not, but like how fast it goes, you could look at your change in your hands and then, its speed. But the question that you wrote, isn't that exactly the same as number 1?
Yeah.
Well, you already tested that.
Oh.
You need a new testable question.
I thought you said...
You're using number 1's format. How does blank affect blank? So what could be a new testable question for you? What did you wonder?
I wondered why did I have one that went 8 meters and I have one that went 14 meters.
Okay, so maybe there would be a way that you could control better your force that you put into it. Like if it was more mechanical, you know, I wonder if you actually could, you know, do a new test related to that, or speed, or there may be other ones that you might want to test out. So just think that through, and then you can add that in. And then Gia will ask you to repeat your relationship. Good job.